In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to arrange our faux autumn berry arrangement, and I would really recommend a vase that has a relatively narrow neck to support these long, tall stems to show them off. And I've got two options of these that we do. So we've got the Freston medium here, which has an 8.5 centimetre opening on its neck, and it's 30 centimetres tall. Whereas our Freston large is a 10.5 centimetre neck opening, and it's 39 centimetres tall. So for this one, I'm going to be using this large vase. Now, because our autumn leaf stems are the shortest in this, and this is quite a tall vase, I'm actually going to stuff the bottom of this vase with some brown paper. Now, all of your arrangements come gift wrapped in brown paper, so just simply recycle that, scrunch it up, stuff it in the bottom of your vase so that you've created a bit more of a height base, and no one's going to see it, so it doesn't matter, and it can easily be removed. And I'm going to start with these autumn leaves, and I'm just going to splay out all of their side shoots to make them feel really natural. And this base that we've created with that paper just helps to really, one, hold the stems and just brings them up that tiny bit more to allow them to just be a little bit higher, because typically you want your arrangements to be about 1.5 times the height of your vase at the highest point, like so. About there. So then next I'm going to go in with our faux dried Limonium stem. This is just going to add a little bit of volume, width, lots of prettiness, and that lovely sepia tone, and I want it about there. So just going to come down to about this sort of height. Might need to come down a bit further if it touches that paper, but you may also be able to wiggle it around the side like so. Don't worry too much if you move your other stems, because they can all be moved once they're all completely in position. And you just want to really splay these lovely ferny fronds. You can have them coming forwards and backwards a little bit to kind of add lots of depth. Next, I'm going to be adding in these gorgeous autumn red berries. That kind of real fiery, classic autumn tones that I really love. And because we've got two of these, I want them to be splayed in the vase at slightly different heights. Another tip when you're arranging in narrow neck vases is to really bend the stems, particularly like if you've got like a bottleneck vase. You really, really want to get them so they are completely bent like that, so that you've really got that sharp U-turn, just so that they're much more easier to get out of the vase when you come to the end. So I'm just gonna kind of manipulate these stems, just make them a little bit naturally wonky and just lovely. And I'm gonna have one over here. And I love that dark brown kind of woody branch. It just adds like a different colour tone to this arrangement. And again, just manipulating this one. I'm going to have this one slightly taller at the back, like about there. So I'm not actually going to bend this stem. I'm going to have it right at the top there, I think. About there, yeah. And then these yellow autumn berries just add that real pop of colour, and that kind of black texture on the buds are just really realistic. So these have like a little spray of 3 to each stem. So again, you just want to kind of manipulate these in different directions and twists and bends. And these are a shorter stem, so I don't really need to bend these. But I want one over here, like so. And I'm going to have one a bit straighter at the back over there. And just having them slightly different just keeps it really interesting, and it draws your eye in. And then to finish it off and add that real kind of impact, wow factor to this arrangement, I'm going to be adding in our faux Catkin Branch. And this will just create loads of movement and height and just adds that real kind of wildness to the arrangement. And so I want this to be the absolute highest point, and probably I want it over there because I feel like there's a bit of negative space there. And I'm going to bring the branch down a touch because it is too long. And again, really bend that stem. Don't be afraid. They bend back so easily. And pop that in. Now this is a heavy branch, so it may move the other stems around a little bit at first, but that's fine. We can pop them back to where they need to be. It's really nice actually because it's hitting that brown paper that we popped in at the beginning. Like so. And then just as kind of a final look, you just want to kind of stand back from your arrangement and make sure that you're completely happy with the placement, and just make any kind of small little adjustments that you may need to. But yeah, that is our very classic autumn berry arrangement, and I really hope you love arranging it, and yeah, I'd love to see. Thank you so much.